Good Sunday morning, everyone. I'm Wave 3 News Meteorologist Ryan Hoke with today's edition of the Hokey video blog. Hope your Saturday morning starting off on a good note. For those of us who are watching here just before 8 o'clock, maybe you're watching just a few minutes after I post this here, I-65 southbound in Bullitt County is closed between mile marker 110 and 108. They've got a serious accident with injuries. That may be closed for the next several hours. They want you to use the Shepherdsville exit if you're on South 65 to detour, because the Bardstown Claremont exit has been overtaken by that backup. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about how cold it is outside. We're in the 20s this morning. Some folks in the teens, but let's get first to today's Hokey weather fact. We're talking about distances. And stay with me on this one. This is a little outlandish, but this one actually comes from our friends at the National Weather Service office here in Louisville. Tom, their lead forecaster, sent this one along. Thought it was a good one to put on air. Louisville is closer to outer space than it is to Lexington. As a crow flies, Louisville to Lexington, somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 miles. But if you were to just go into outer space, which starts at about 62 miles, only 62 miles you would have to go up. That's where the Kármán line is. That's where the edge of outer space basically is, agreed upon by many entities, including NASA. So, pretty interesting fact there. You can tell your friends that we're a little closer to outer space than we are to Lexington here in Metro Louisville. SkyTrack network of cameras this morning from E-Town shows us a nice sunrise out there. A couple nice pictures coming in, of course, of that sunrise this morning. And, I mean, it looks nice out there, but when you look at these temperatures, it looks more like February, because we're in the 20s here in Metro Louisville, 16 in Paoli, 18 in Salem. It is bad when you have to talk about the warmest temperature being 25, and that's what we've got down in Columbia as of 7 o'clock this morning. The clouds are gone, and that's one of the reasons why we're so cold this morning. You peel back that warm layer of clouds and really allows all the long-wave radiation, that heat, to escape into outer space, so we're going to be cold throughout the rest of the morning. Something that's really nerdy this morning is that the clouds are following the path of the jet stream in the mid and upper levels. It's really cool. Where I've drawn that blue arrow, if you watch the clouds in the animated satellite view, they're following that. So they're basically right along that wind stream there. Got this little baroclinic leaf-like structure here, out here on the east side of this trough. A little bit of a low pressure. Yeah, getting pretty weather nerdy here, but this just kind of hammers home that we are cold. When you're in the center of one of these troughs like this, I mean, some cold air digs down, and it's all aided by a surface feature, a surface high pressure that tunnels in the winds at the surface, at least, from the north. So we've got quite a few things going for getting cold weather this morning. Let's take you through Futurecast for the rest of the day. By 10 o'clock this morning at 28, we're still in the mid-30s. By 1 o'clock, it's not going to be warming up fast. In fact, Futurecast gets us up to 42 by 5 o'clock. I think with the sunshine, since the sunshine does like to help us overachieve by a couple degrees, I put us up to 44 for a high temperature today. By tonight, getting some mixed signals here. Futurecast gets us down to 30, but I really do think we'll get down to 24. Futurecast has been kind of sheepish with putting us down to where we need to be in temperature with this certain weather pattern that we're in right now. So I put us several degrees below what you see here. And some folks, once again, could get down into the teens. Now, as we go throughout your Sunday, we'll warm up. We'll get a southerly flow back, and that'll get us back into the upper 50s. We'll see some sunshine early. The clouds move in midday, then the rain showers by the evening. I think these will hit just after sunset, so a lot of us will be able to get in our outdoor activities on Sunday, since it will be at least 10 degrees, 15 degrees warmer tomorrow than today. So there's a little silver lining to that as we go throughout that time frame. Let's talk about our next big chance of precipitation after that, because we've got a chance of storms on Thursday with a warm front moving through. And then as we go throughout your Friday, a line of storms may come through. This has been a difficult forecast. Brian and I have been talking about this for the last couple of days now. There is a situation on the models when it involves timing for this system. And this has been happening for the last couple of days. The GFS wants to push this system through quick. Wants it out of here by Thursday. Wants us to put in a storm chance Thursday. Leave Friday drier and cooler. The Euro says not so fast. In fact, what you're seeing on your screen is the Euro. It drives the front through sometime late Friday. Drives in the colder temperatures then thereafter. So the cold air wouldn't arrive till Saturday. At this point, I think Easter Sunday could be a cold one at this point because, the air driving in behind this front would stick around for that Sunday. And as far as any severe weather, we're watching it. This may have a little more kick than what the last front did when it moved through. Remember that line of storms that came through early in the morning on Thursday? We'll have to see. It's all about timing. If this does come through Friday night as opposed to Friday morning, there'd be a big difference in the strong, or severe thunderstorm threat across the area. We do have some instability to work with, at least on the models right now. We'll have to see if it can get tapped into at the surface and how the timing's going to work out with that. All right, so if you've been watching the Cardinals, they won yesterday. My goodness, I stayed up late for that game. Wasn't that a good one? They play again on your Sunday. Look at these temperatures up in Syracuse. Yikes. Cleveland, not any much better for the Cats that play up there this evening. 27 for a high in Cleveland. Talked about that big trough. It's affecting folks in the Northeast and the Great Lakes a whole lot more than it is here. Here's a 7-day breakdown. I want to show you what we've got in terms of the next 7 days here. We've got 80 in storms on Friday. I do want to caution you that there is a potential we could get back down into the 50s or the 40s by the Saturday preceding that. We'll have to see how that goes for your Sunday because we're just going to get these multiple shots of cold air. We've been in this pattern for quite some time now. It's been months where we're just stuck in this barrage of eastern Canada, eastern U.S. troughs that swing through here, like the one you saw that I drew on the map there, and it gives us these cold shots of air. We will be getting up into the 70s this week for 3-4 days possibly. Won't that be nice? A couple of those days almost completely dry, so that'll be good there. But then the storms come in, the front moves in, the multiple fronts, the warm front, then the cold front. Then we begin to cool down thereafter. I don't see that pattern really breaking anytime soon. Of course, the severity of the cold shots will get lesser and lesser as we head toward, of course, the middle of spring because our sun angle will be a lot higher. So that'll help us from at least getting back down into the 20s for overnight lows and the 40s for highs. We'll try to edge up more than that as we go throughout the month of April. But for now, it looks like kind of a buckle up and down forecast for the next little while here, so get used to it. It's spring across Kentuckiana. Expect everything. Expect more right now. We'll, of course, be right back with a forecast on Wave 3 News at 6. Grab and go weather. It's updated as well. We've got the forecast on wave3.com and, of course, our Wave 3 weather and Wave 3 News mobile apps. Enjoy your Saturday. Make the most of it, even though it's cold out there. I'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning on Wave 3 News Sunrise.